everybody, and welcome to this brand new episode of Draw with Rob. With me, Rob Biddulph. That's a little illustration of me in this My First Draw with Rob Holidays book, which is full of exciting holiday-related things for you to draw along with. And I'm a children's author and illustrator. This is my latest chapter book. It's called The Last Wolf. It's the first in the Moonhaven Chronicles series, and it's set in a world where werewolves are real, and everybody has to stay indoors on every full moon. There's a curfew so that nobody turns into a werewolf, and everybody stays indoors. That is, except for these children, these 4 children here, who call themselves the Moonlighters, and they sneak out on full moon nights when nobody knows, and they put on their moonproof cloaks, and they have the whole world to themselves, and they have all sorts of werewolf-related adventures. This is one of my latest children's books called I Follow the Fox. It's all about this little boy here who has a toy fox, and one wintry day he takes that fox with him to the park. Hang on, let's see if I can show you. There we go. But look, when he gets to the park, he realises he's got Big Fox, but Little Fox, who was on the sledge, is gone. So he's lost his fox. Then he meets an actual real fox that night when he's gone to bed, and he decides to follow the fox through the wintry night, and he helps the fox out with something, and maybe, just maybe, in return she can help him find his toy fox. This one here is my latest picture book. It's not actually out yet at the time of recording. It comes out in September 2026, and look at that nice shiny type. It's called South, and as it says, it's about one little goose having one big adventure. And this little goose, you can see here, has woken up one morning and all the nests are empty because everybody else has flown south already. The rest of his flock has flown south, and he's all on his own, so he has to make his way south on his own. Look, there he is, taking off, flying south. Hopefully he can meet up with his friends and family, so do check that one out. But we are here today to do a little bit of drawing together, and this is going to be the first in a sort of regular series of emoji drawings. I thought it'd be fun to show you how to actually hand draw some emojis. What do you think? Fun, because actually emojis are very cute little characters, and if I show you how to draw them, you'll remember how to draw them, and then you can add them to birthday cards and that sort of thing, can't you, and notes to your friends. And it's just a fun thing to do, I thought. So we're going to start today by drawing the laughing emoji. You know, that one where the little round yellow circle character is crying with laughter. I thought that might be a fun one to start with. So what you're going to need is a pen or a pencil. Actually, you will need a pencil, so a pen and a pencil. You will maybe need something to colour with a bit later on. But let me tell you how Draw with Rob works, right, in case you haven't watched one of these videos before. So lots of people say to me they don't think they're very good at drawing. I say that's nonsense, everybody can draw. Just sometimes people need a little bit of help with the order that we do the drawing in, so that's where I come in. So what we're going to do, you're going to watch me draw a shape, a simple shape, maybe a circle or a line, something like that. Then you can pause the video, then you can draw, you copy what I draw, okay? Then start me up again, I'll draw a bit more, then stop me and you draw what I draw. Then I draw more, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw, you draw, I draw. Before we know it, do you know what? We're going to draw a laughing emoji, and we're going to be super proud of it. Listen, if you make a mistake, don't worry about it. Mistakes are what add character to your drawings. I make mistakes all the time, as you will know if you're a regular watcher of my videos. My main mistake usually is smudging. I do a lot of smudging. But I think that adds character to your drawing. It makes it look human, right? It makes it look like a person did it and not a computer. And you know, especially when we're drawing emojis, the whole point is that it looks like a hand-drawn emoji. We don't need to look like a computer-drawn emoji and be too perfect, because we've got them already, haven't we, on our phones and on our tablets and things. So we want this to look hand-drawn. So don't worry if you make a mistake. Also, don't worry if yours doesn't look exactly like mine. Mine, I promise you, is not going to be perfect. Right, let's start, shall we? Now, those little emoji characters are circles, right? And circles are quite tricky to draw. So I'm going to do a little trick today. So I've got a candle. I have lots of candles in my office. I'm going to take this lid off of my candle. I'm going to put it right in the middle of my piece of paper, and I'm going to draw around it. I'm going to take my pencil, I'm going to put it right in the middle, and I'm just going to draw around it very lightly, and that's just going to act as a little guide for me for 2 reasons. Firstly, it makes it, it's nice to have a perfect circle to work with, especially when your character is perfectly circular. But also, it's because we are not starting by drawing a circle. right? Because this crying, laughing emoji has 2 tears on it, and these 2 tears, they kind of they break the circle. So I thought, actually, if I just do it in light pencil, then I can do the tears, and then we can draw the circle in pen afterwards. So let's start by drawing these tears, shall we? I'm going to do the right hand one first. So what we need to do, we find the halfway point, so like almost like the equator of our circle, right? And then we move in about 1.5 centimeters from that edge, and we're going to draw a diagonal line that just breaks through the circle like that. Okay? Then we're going to turn around to the left, and we're going to make a sort of tear shape. We're going to go around like that. Then we're going to go back up here. Not going to quite join up, and we're just going to do a rounded end like that, because these are emojis. They've all got nice sort of rounded edges to them, I've noticed doing my research. Now we need to try and do exactly the same on the other side. So again, remember there's that halfway point. Then we're going to go in 1.5 centimeters to about here. Yeah. Then we're going to draw that diagonal line again. So roughly 45-degree angle, just breaking through. Then we're going to turn right this time, and we're going to draw our teardrop shape. I'm constantly looking over here, trying to get it sort of roughly the same. But mirror image, there we go, that's not too bad, is it? So yeah, we start with the tears because they're at the front of our drawing, you see. So yeah, a nice easy start. Now we can draw our circle, we can ink over our pencil. So we're going to go around here. Now this is why I like using these brush pens. Can you see I've got a lovely sort of uneven line as the brush drags across the paper, and I really like that. Because yeah, we don't want this emoji to look too perfect. We want it to look like somebody has drawn it. And I think by using one of these brush pens that I love using so much, it automatically does that. And the same could be said if you're using a pencil or something. Even a felt tip, you know, it won't be a perfectly even line, will it? And that's what makes it look like a little hand-drawn character. Now what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to thicken up these lines. So I'm just going to go around the edges of them all and just make everything a little bit thicker. In fact, I'm going to turn my drawing. Sometimes it's easier to turn the drawing than it is to turn your hand. So I'm going to do that. Just to thicken everything up, give it a nice graphic and bold outline. So yeah, let's go outside. As long as I remember to go outside the line all the way round, it'll retain its sort of pretty perfect circle shape. There we go. So, brilliant! I've thickened everything up nicely. Right now, we are going to draw the smiley mouth. Okay. So what we do, just below the sort of the tip bit of the drip, we're going to draw a very shallow smiley line. So not deep, just a very slight curve going right over the length of our little emoji's face. Then we're going to do another curve that is much deeper, and actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little mark in the middle, and that's what I'm going to aim for. So I'm going to come down from here and I'm going to aim for that as the lowest point. So we come down here, aim for that. Sometimes it is just better to set yourself a little target. We'll do the same here. And again, we're trying to make everything nice and symmetrical. There we go. And that is pretty perfect. Smiley shape. I'm just going to switch to a thinner pen, because remember I said everything has rounded edges. I'm just going to round off these corners in the mouth bit like that. Great. Perfecto. Right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add a tooth line. In fact, I'll use my thicker pen for this tooth line. So what we're going to do, we're going to follow the same shape of that curve, but about 1 centimetre below it. Just going to draw another line like this for our smiley emoji's teeth. It's very easy. These are very easy. They're quick ones. And when you draw them smaller, they're even easier. Because we're doing it quite big, that's why I have to thicken the lines up and that sort of thing. Right, we're going to do the eyes now. And the eyes are almost closed, and they're very close to the mouth. So literally 0.5 centimetre above, I want you to draw just a little eye, like that. A little curvy line. And we'll do exactly the same on the other side, but mirror image. So we start about there. Just go in like that. Then, do you know what? I'm going to use the thinner pen. A bit easier. Because remember, everything's rounded, so we're then going to go around here. We're going to go a similar curve, but just a bit, make it so it's a bit thicker in the middle, just a tiny bit. And it comes down there, like that. Exactly the same. So we go around. It sort of rises up a little bit in the middle, and then comes back down before joining up with the end, like so. Perfect. Now the eyebrows. Let's do this one first. They are very similar shape to the eyes, but they are at an angle like that, so more of a 45-degree angle. And we're going to sort of do it about there. So it's just going to come up a bit smaller, actually. So about there. And around. There we go. Here, down. A bit thicker in the middle like the eyes. Like so. And that, my friends, sort this little curve out. So you can do little bits of adjustments within your line, because we're using quite thick lines. It means you can adapt things just a little bit if you want them to. Maybe you need to make, you know, like this end a bit thinner, that end a bit thicker. You can go in and do it. There we go. So that is the basic shape of our emoji. It really starts to look like an emoji when we do the colouring, because they're not just flat colours emojis. We're going to do a bit of shading with ours. So I'm going to go, first of all, what I'll do, I'll just rub out that bit of pencil. You remember from the original circle we drew? Careful you don't smudge your ink. Rub out the little bit of circle there. There we go. And we're ready to colour in. So I'm going to go to super speed mode, and I'm going to show you all the different sort of shading-y, coloury bits that you can do. If you want, you could just do it really, really simply, just, you know, flat yellow and flat blues for the tears. But I'm going to do the sort of the shaded versions because it's quite fun to do that. So I'll see you back here in about 20 seconds, and I'll talk you through what I've done. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, so there is my coloured in emoji. So can you see what I mean? So I could have just done it flat yellows, flat blues, maybe dark browns in there, but actually I've done the shading thing. So if you actually look at an emoji closely, you'll see that it's very carefully shaded. So it's slightly rounded, so I've left a bit white at the top and just sort of faded down to yellows and oranges around the side. There's all these sort of little bevels, these little kind of lips around the rest of the shapes. It's almost like these eye holes, and the mouth hole and the eyebrows are like holes. They're kind of cut into this shape, and actually it's really quite fun to work out how the shading kind of works. So I'm not saying I'm going to do this for every single emoji draw along I do. Some of them I might just do really flat ones and keep them really, really simple, because that actually took me quite a long time to colour in, especially like the tears and that kind of thing. But actually it's a really fun thing to do, to actually really look hard at something that you've seen a lot of times in your life and see how it's made up. Because at a glance this looks fairly simple, doesn't it? A fairly simple emoji, but yeah, once you see all the different shading and all that kind of stuff that's going on, you realise a lot more thought and artistic talent kind of goes into it. So the last thing we have to do, guys, sign our drawings. So here we go. Do my little signature like that at the bottom, and there is our laughing emoji draw along. Now I want to see your laughing emojis, not least because they will cheer me up. See lots of laughing faces. So why don't you get a grown up to take a picture of your drawing and then post it on social media using the Draw with Rob hashtag. That way I'll get to see them. If you're watching on Facebook, you can just comment below. I think maybe even on Instagram you can comment with a picture now, so maybe you can try that on Instagram, who knows. What else? If you are watching on YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be really, really helpful, and it really helps us. It helps me keep doing these videos. Also subscribe to my newsletter via my website. Get your grown up to sign up here with their email address. That way they'll get told when a new video is coming out, or a new book, or when I'm doing a live event near you. But apart from that, I think we are done here. I hope you've had a really nice time. It's been a fun one to show you how to draw this emoji. Keep an eye out for more emoji videos in the future. In the meantime, keep those pencils sharpened, keep on reading, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye everyone. Hello everybody, it's Rob here, and I'm just popping up at the end of your video to tell you about the brand new My First Draw with Rob activity book. And this is it! My First Draw with Rob Holidays. So pack your suitcases, put your sunglasses on, and get ready for this spectacular holiday themed activity book for everybody in the whole family to enjoy, right from your very youngest artists. So what's inside? Well, there is colouring. There are lots of puzzles. There are bits where I start the drawing off and you have to finish them. And of course, there are lots and lots of fun holiday themed draw-alongs. So wherever life takes you, whether you're going to head off on a big adventure or you're just enjoying a bit of sunshine at home, this book is packed full of all the creative fun that you need to keep your pencils moving and keep your imaginations buzzing all holiday long. So grab your copy from wherever books are sold now, find a comfy spot, and let's get drawing.